nutshell, two people took Travis's life. Two monsters.
You did not shoot Travis.
No, I've never even shot a real gun.
You did not stab him 27 times.
That's heinous.
Or slit his throat from ear to ear.
I can't imagine slitting anyone's throat. Neither is going to convict me.
Why not?
Because I'm innocent, and you can mark my words on that one. No jury will convict me.
So now, Matt, all parties are waiting. What will come next?
Nancy, what will happen next is the judge will come in. She will reveal that the jury has reached a verdict. The jury will hand the verdict to the judge, who will then hand it to the clerk, and the clerk and the public in court will read the verdict, and we will finally find out, after nearly 5 years, what happened.
Justice for Travis! Justice for Travis! Justice for Travis!
This spontaneous cheer that just erupted, and I just stepped my bike out.
Paula Tan, Vinny, what do you think is the holdup?
I'm not sure. You know, and it was a little puzzling hearing from courtroom personnel. They weren't expecting all these people to show up. I mean, we clearly expected this to happen. It's happening. Inside the courtroom, Nancy, Jodi's grandmother, mother, and aunt, among 2 rows of family. There's some friends that we've never seen before. And Jodi Arias' father, who we saw that one time, Nancy, not here today for his daughter. We know he has medical issues. But I think this, you know, maybe they just got a little surprised that this many people were going to show up for this verdict, and it was going to be this type of scene. So perhaps they're just trying to get a handle on security on what's going to happen.
And Dr. Drew is with us. Dr. Drew, at major times in the trial, critical junctures in the trial, we see Arias sick out with a migraine or whatever it is that she claims. I imagine right now they're trying to get Arias to collect herself to go into the courtroom.
Yeah, I'm sure so. It took quite a bit to get Anne Boleyn to her verdict as well, I've got to say. But Nancy, I want to comment on another thing. You've used the word mob at least 4 times, and that is the lesser angels of our nature. You've said this multiple times, that it is really about the court proceedings, not about the mob mentality. What the mob wants does not matter here. You know, in the 1830s, Alexis de Tocqueville came to our country and observed democracy in America, and he was amazed by our habits of democracy. And today, as you have pointed out so poetically, these things are being played out in the manner they are meant to be played out. It is up to our system, not up to the mob that's accumulated outside. Whatever the mob feels does not matter, and is in fact this system that's in place to prevent and to buffer against these, as to paraphrase Abraham Lincoln a little bit, the lesser angels of our nature.
She may be having health problems. We just don't know right now because
health problems.
Why she's not there, Nancy.
Psychoticness.
She's had health problems.
Migraines, and I guess I got a ton of health problems. I don't kill anybody.
That's what I know.
That's right, Nancy. Speak it, sister.
So, you know, I don't want to hear any more about her migraines or her cold or her sniffles, all right? It's time for the verdict. There you see inside the courtroom, everyone just below that seal is all assembled. The lawyers are assembled. The prosecution, the defense. Both sides packed. All the media in the courtroom.
I want to see that witch.
The only person missing
Just want to see her go to death row.
Is Jodi Arias.
Here we go. Nothing you can do now. Beatch. Come on. Don't Casey Anthony this one, Jerry. Please. And now she'll say, I'm too sick for the verdict. I have explosive diarrhea.
Waiting for the jury to announce their verdict. Arias in the courtroom. 3 armed guards have been assigned to her seat alone. There you see a packed courtroom. Let's listen.
Please be seated. The record will show the presence of the jury, the defendant, and all counsel. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand you have reached a verdict. The verdict form has been handed to the bailiff. Please come forward.
He'll just be getting some in prison with a broom handle. Haha. The needle is too good for her, but just for Travis. That's what we need. Come on.
The clerk will read and record the verdict.
Here we go, folks.
State of Arizona versus Jodi Arias, verdict, count 1. We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn, in the above entitled action, upon our oaths, do find the defendant as to count 1, first-degree murder, guilty. 5 jurors find premeditated, 0 find felony murder, 7 find both premeditated and felony. Signed, 4-person. Is this your true verdict, so say you want it all?
Ladies and gentlemen, the clerk is now going to
Well, you
ask
think
each
you'd
of
be a
you
little more
question.
upset, huh?
Please answer
Yes.
yes or no.
Juror number 1, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 2, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 3, is this your true verdict?
Then again, she doesn't have a
Juror
heart.
number 4, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
I'd be louder, but
Juror
my
number
husband's
6,
sleeping
is this your
before
true
work.
verdict? Yes. Juror number 7, is this
Yes,
your true
yes,
verdict?
yes.
Juror number 9, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 12, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 13, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 14, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
Juror number 16, is this your
Adios,
true verdict?
muchacha.
Juror number 18, is this your true verdict?
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next phase of the trial will begin tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Please be here at 12:45. Between now and then, the
Well, she
admonition
said, didn't
continues
she?
to
If
apply.
I
Do
ever
not
would
speak
hurt
about this
Travis,
case.
I would
Do
want the
not
death
speak to any
penalty.
media about this case.
But why isn't she begging for it then? Because she admits to doing it now. Take it and like it, lady. You will pay. You will pay. There you have it, folks. And I'm happy. Thank God. She should be sharing a cell with Casey Anthony, but I guess we have to let that go.
There is a verdict. Guilty on murder 1, 5 voted for premeditated murder, 7 both premeditated and felony murder. This same seated jury is now going into aggravation phase. There you can see Travis Alexander's family crying tears of joy and embracing each other. That justice has been rendered in a court of law. Arias sitting stoically, her nose reddened, her eyes brimming as that verdict is read. She watched as the jurors were polled, each one asking, as we told you, is this your verdict? There you see the family of Travis Alexander breaking down in tears.
Speaks volumes how many
that
supporters
this
he
ordeal
has and how few
is
she
nearly
has.
over. In that courtroom,
God
Martinez
bless
there,
America.
standing in front of the family. Detective Flores with his children and his wife with him, supporting him. Also in that courtroom. It's all set to start up again tomorrow morning with the same 12 jurors, which benefits the state. Everyone, a verdict of murder, 1 guilty, has been rendered by this Arizona jury. And what a dichotomy. I could hear in my ear the quietness of the courtroom as the verdict was read, and then right behind me the cheers of a crowd that is amassed in support of Travis Alexander and in support of our system, cheering as the verdict was announced. Repeat, guilty of murder 1 in the death, the slaughter, of unarmed Travis Alexander. Straight out to Jane Velez. Jane, you're in front of the courthouse. What's happening?
Well, the mood here, cheers erupted as soon as the word came down. And Melody, you are a Mormon, and you are leading the cheers. Justice for Travis. Your reaction to the guilty verdict?
Elated. Elated. You know, one word, elated. I am so thankful that the jury was able to take this deliberation seriously. I figured they were out enough time to go over all the evidence, that they really listened to, you know, the testimony, looked over all the evidence. I feel they were out enough time to do that. And I am grateful that they returned with the verdict of murder one. I feel like Jodi absolutely deserves that.
Hell yeah.
Folks here agree with this. Oh,
If it was worse, she deserved worse. Rest in peace, Travis Alexander. As a true domestic violence victim, that this woman made a mockery of me and millions of other women, this is a victory for us as well. The jury didn't buy it, so I'm happy, very happy.
Because I'm innocent, and you can mark my words on that one. No jury will convict me. Sucker.